Hey, you guys, welcome to Stories with Torie online. I sure hope you are having fun and you're washing your hands, and I hope you're reading a ton of books. I know that I am. Okay, let's review our sign language. Get your hands out and let's do it. What's this? Restaurant, teddy bear, optimism, pirate, patience, comic book, magic, egg, farmer, forgiveness, smile, Halloween, trick or treat, compassion, sandwich, kindness, nurse, buttons, thank you, and happy Thanksgiving. You understand how someone feels? That's empathy. Ear, humility, winter, happy new year. Snow, M for Martin, L for Luther, and K for King. Rock, hug, snake, happy Valentine's Day. Grouchy, polar bear, happy birthday to you. Book, good luck. And the new one we learned 2 weeks ago, which was stick. Our weird holiday for the week isn't necessarily a weird one, and I bet you can guess it. Coming up is Easter. You already know happy. This is happy. It kind of lifts your spirits. Happy. You do 2 E's and they hop away from you like a bunny. Happy Easter. Good job. The book we are going to read is one of our new books here in the library. It's How to Catch the Easter Bunny. It is written and illustrated by Adam Wallace and Andy Elkerton. And here it is. I've been working long and hard with all my peeps and crew. We've made the eggs and now I'm here to bring them all to you. My real name's a secret. My friends call me EB. My special job means I must hide my true identity. Yes, I'm the Easter Bunny, and I'm coming to your home. If you have Easter spirit, then you might see me roam. The first trap is quite simple. Just carrots on a plate. I'm lightning fast. To catch me, you'll need some better bait. A hole that's covered by a rug will never cause me strife. Have you forgotten what I am? Burrowing's my life. Now this is much more like it. A fully lit dance floor. I'll do a little hip hop, then dash behind the door. This next trap is quite clever, made by brilliant engineers, but it's hard to catch a bunny who has supersonic ears. You want to catch me for my eggs and magic basket too? But I've been hiding Easter treats since 1682. This trap nearly gets me, but check out all my hops. Watch me dodge the flying fish and cherry yogurt pops. I switch my size from 2 feet tall to something small and gray. Your Easter spirit is so strong, you see me right away. I leave so many Easter treats, no children will be sad, but when they see that I've escaped, they'll all be hopping mad. The Bunny Tumbler 2.0 sure takes me for a spin, but I've got lucky rabbit's feet. I know I'll always win. With all the treats delivered to children big and small, I've got one special stop to make to my favorite kid of all. See you next year or on Sunday. Okay, our taster's table this week is very fun, if I don't say so myself. We're obviously not at school, so I'm not around any teachers. So you will get a Taster's Table book from me once a day. So please stay tuned. There's some awesome books. For example, The Night Before Easter. You guys know how much I love these books, and this one is awesome. 'Twas the night before Easter, just before dawn, not a creature was stirring out on the lawn. The Easter Bunny takes center stage in this delightful spin on a beloved poem that will send families hopping to the bookstore for an Easter treat sweeter than any sugar plum. There was an old lady who swallowed a chick. The old lady is at it again, and this time the hungry old lady swallows a chick, some straw, an egg, some candy, a basket, and a bow. Just see what she ends up making at the end. This is one of my new favorite books, The Invisible Boy. A simple act of kindness can transform an invisible boy into a friend. Meet Brian, the invisible boy. Nobody ever seems to notice him or think to include him in their group, game, or birthday party. Until that is, a new kid comes to class. I want you to really listen to the message in this book this week in our Taster's Table. Adrian Simcox does not have a horse. This is a true classic in the making. This heartwarming story about empathy and imagination is one that will be a treasure for years to come. Our word of the week is empathy. We kind of went over it earlier. It's to understand how someone feels. This is empathy. This is a very powerful word. Beat Your Teach is still going on. We're on week 5, which is crazy. Keep reading. I know that all of your teachers are reading like crazy, so I hope you are too. Somehow keep track of your minutes. I have so many prizes in the library that I definitely will give to you. So keep it up. Keep reading. The first wonder of the week made me so happy. I wonder, who is Skippy John Jones? You guys know how much I love Skippy John Jones. This cute little lady right here, hopefully you can see my little arrow. She is the author and illustrator of the books Skippy John Jones. This is Judy Satchner. And this guy, you believe it, is Skippy. She says when Skippy, her cat, was a little tiny kitten, he would get in a lot of mischievous things. She said one time he snuck into her basement without her knowing, and by the litter box, there was a bumblebee. And Skippy thought, hey, let's hang out and play. And she says when she finally found Skippy, his poor little head was covered in bumps by this bumblebee. So she thought, hey, that would be such a fun book about a cat who has a very good Spanish accent, and he defeats the Bombito Bandito. So, as you guys know, because I've read this book to you before, this Skippy John Jones book, sure enough, has a sword fight with a Bombito Bandito. So, with that said, I have a special guest. This is Holden is going to help us. And this is our dog, Skittles. And we always tease her because she looks like Skippy John Jones. We always say, my ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body, right? So this is Skittles. And we're going to read Skippy John Jones and Mummy Trumbull with Skittles because she just makes the book better. So here is Skippy John Jones featuring our special guest, Holden and Skittles. Skippy John Jones did his very best thinking outside the box. Do you see which box he's talking about? They're talking about the litter box. And this twisted his mama's whiskers tighter than a Texas tornado. Hey, you, Mr. McPooh, said Mama Junebug Jones. Just what do you think you're doing? McPooh didn't say boo. He was too busy reading. Hey, little digger, I'm talking to you, said Mama, scooping up her boy. A pyramid outside the litter box will never ever do. Then she saw his magazine. National Geographic, mused Mama, and the curse of the mummy cat, Mummy? Why, this will give you nightmares, boy, with an upset tummy, too. Plus a puffy tail on the grandest scale. This story is taboo. But Skippy John Jones was in no mood to listen to his mama, so he skedaddled into his room. For a really good bounce on his big boy bed. He bounced once, he bounced twice, and the third time he bounced, he said, "Oh, I'm Skippy John Jones, and I do love my mummy, but if I don't bounce, I get nuts in my tummy." Then the kitty boy flipped over to the mirror for a look-see. "Holy smokito!" exclaimed Skippy John Jones. "I know you," he said to the doggie in the mirror. "Your ears are too big for your head. Your head is too big for your body. You are not a Siamese cat." Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he added, "You are still that big Chihuahua, dude. You the whole enchilada." And they just might like enchiladas in Egypt, thought Skippy. So the kitty boy donned his mask and cape and began to sing in a moist, soft voice. Okay, I have my sons in here with me. I have Tucker and Jack and Holden, and you guys at home follow along with us. I am going to sing, and they're going to clap, clap at the end. Are you guys ready? Ready? My name is Capito Fresquito, and I'm off to see old El Chibito. My chicos insist, and I dare not resist the chance to go meet a mamamito. In the meantime, his little sister Jezebel, Jillyboo, and Jujubee rolled into his room with a plan of their own. But the kitty boy was already deep inside his closet, on his way to ancient Egypt. And paddling down the river Nile, who should sail right past but a kooky crocodile, hunkered down on his lumpy, bumpy back, were all his old amigos, the chimichangos pack. "Adonde vas?" called out Scipito. "We are going to the undermundo," answered the Chihuahuas. "Not the underwear?" exclaimed Scipito. No, said the Puchitos. "You silly little beast. To the underworld, where the mamitos rest in peace." "Peas?" exclaimed Scipito. "Who wants to sleep in peas?" "We do," said the doggies. "We hear they are to die for." "You mean they are better than the frijoles?" asked Scipito. "Sí, mucho mejor, señor," said Poquito Tito. "Vámonos," said Scipito. "What are we waiting for?" But then Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones, spoke up. "Hold your ponies, Pepito. To get to the undermundo, we first have to answer the riddle of the Sphinx." "But I'm not good at riddles," said Scipito. "No problema," said Poquito Tito. "You have a muy big brain." Then they set forth from the Rio Nile to find the Sphinx. The muchachos began to sing. Are you ready to clap? Here we go. Skippy, skipoo, skipito. We only have one chancerito to pass by the Sphinx, so don't be a jinx. Just answer the riddle, tamadito. The muchachos arrived at 4 o'clock sharp, but the Sphinx had been waiting forever. "Don't let the gato get your tongue, dude," said Don Diego. "What cat? Where?" asked Capito. "That cat there," said the peritos, pointing to the Sphinx. But before he could say anything, the great Sphinx spoke. "Whose ears are too big for his head, and who loves to go bounce on his bed? Who creeps on all fours through his own closet door, straight into the land of the dead?" Scipito knew the answer to this riddle, but he was so nervous he coughed up a little furball. "You call that an answer, dude?" said Don Diego. "The answer!" bellowed the Sphinx. So with his permission, the peritos were free to pass on the tomb of King Rootin' Tootin' Kitten Kabootin'. When they finally reached the pyramid, the doggies burst into song and dance. Are you ready to clap? Here we go. "Oh, see, oh, say, oh, saritis. Our boy had a touch of the virus. He coughed up a ball, so the Sphinx made a call. And now it's inscribed on papyrus." But when Scipito saw how dark it looked in the pyramid, he began to feel queasy. "My tummy hurts," he groaned, "and my tail is getting puffy too." But his chicos would not comfort him. They just wanted the peas, por favor. Are you not El Scapito Fresquito, the gray sword fighter? Asked Poquito Tito. Si, declared Scapito, that is me. Then do your duty, dog, commanded Don Diego. So Scapito drew in a deep breath and dove into the darkness of the musty old tomb, chanting, peas, por favor, peas, por favor, peas, por favor. He rocketed through the vault like a fur-covered comet until suddenly, smackito! Scapito hit a wall and knocked himself out cold. Soon after, 3 goddesses emerged from the shadows to prepare the kitty boy for his journey to the undermundo. First we salt and pepper him, said Ba, the first goddess, and sprinkle him with lunky charm, said Da, the second one. Then we wrap him and roll him and bundle him tight, said Bing, the third goddess, and blow him a kiss and say good night. Then the trio rolled the wrapped cat down the ramp into the king's burial chamber. Across the room stole the 4,000-year-old sarcophagus of King Rootin' Tootin' Kitten Kabootin'. And just as they were about to deliver El Scapito Mamito, he rolled right into the feet of the oldie moldy mummy. Bada bing, moaned the king as he stretched out his paws. I need to rest in peace. Peace? Screamed El Scapito Mamito, waking up in a flash. And quicker than you can say mummies, mumps, and measles, he grabbed 2 pawsfuls of peas and hightailed it home. When Los Chimichangos saw El Scapito Mamita come rolling out of the pyramid, they went into a real tailspin. Then all the doggies began to sing. You ready? Let's do the clapping. Green chiquitos hot. Green chiquitos cold. The best chiquitos in the world are those that Scapito holds. But El Scapito Mamito was too scared to slow down, so he chucked the peas at his chicos and kept right on running, straight into the arms of his mummy. What's the matter, Fuzzy Bug? Asked Mama June Bug Jones. Skippy John Jones looked over his shoulder to see if the 3 spirits were still chasing him. Bada bing, he wailed, dropping the last of the peas. Then 3 giggling goddesses raced into the room after Scapito with their puppets and a roll of toilet paper. We're going to wrap you and roll you and bundle you up tight, they sang, and take you for cooties, then kiss you good night. That night, Skippy John Jones was bouncing on his big boy bed. No mummies in my closet, no mummies in my bed, no mummies in my bookcase, no mummies in my head. Just before he closed his eyes, the kitty boy checked his room one more time for mummies. The only one he saw was his own. I love you, Mummy, said Skippy John Jones. I love you too, Bunny Boo, said Mama June Bunjo Jones. Now go to sleep, por favor. Thank you, Skittles, and thank you, Holden. That was such a fun story with our special guest. Our next wonder of the week was funny. I wonder how long would it take to count to 1 billion? And believe it or not, it would take 30 years to count to 1 billion. So if you're a big brother or sister, or if you are the big brother and sister, do not ask your siblings to play hide and go seek and for them to count to 1 million. Can you imagine standing there for 30 years? 1, 2, to 1 billion? Oh my goodness, I thought that was pretty funny. This is such a cool wonder. I wonder what was the world's biggest paper airplane. This thing was huge. It's called the Arturo's Desert Eagle, and it had a length of 45 feet and a wingspan of 24 feet, and it weighed 800 pounds. People, that's a lot of paper. And believe it or not, I totally found the video for it. So I'm going to try really hard to play it. Fingers crossed, drum roll. Oh, I think I did it. Okay, this is so cool. There's words to it, but you can't hear it. So this crew right here, these are the guys that made this huge paper airplane. And as you can see, a helicopter is lifting it up in the air. So there's the helicopter, and it has no engine. The airplane, the helicopter does have an engine, But the paper airplane, it's a legit just paper airplane. And the helicopter, what it's doing, it's getting to a high enough altitude to let it go. So he's kind of talking to the ground crew who made this, and he's trying to kind of get the paper airplane steady, and he just let it go. So as you can see right now, this paper airplane is legit in flight. Is that the coolest thing? Can you imagine making a paper airplane that big? So we're not going to make a paper airplane that big, but you know me, and my curiosity just keeps going and going. I love that video. I love that paper airplane. So I wanted to know how we make a paper airplane like that. Not one that is 45 feet long, but one that they kind of used an example of. So I found this on YouTube. It has really weird music to it, but that's fine because you won't be able to hear it. So I'm going to make it with you. So everybody just get a regular piece of paper. Push pause, running fast, go get a piece of paper, and I'm going to make it with you. Let's see if we can do this, okay? It's pretty simple instructions, so it should be fine. Okay, she's showing you the paper airplane, and as you can see, it's kind of like the gigantic one we just saw. So get a piece of paper, fold it hot dog style. Yes, here's the hot dog style. And one thing I noticed, she creases a lot. Oh, look, now we open up. So then we have that great line. We fold one corner down. It makes a triangle. Okay. Oh, see, I told you there, she creases really good. Then on the other side, she makes another triangle. Make sure your lines match up. Mine kind of doesn't. Right? So now you have those two triangles. Then you don't fold it in the middle, but you almost do, I guess. So don't fold it quite in half. So kind of leave that little bit right there. Okay. And then you turn it over. Then you fold it just a little tiny bit. Oh, this is not doing. See, and she really goes over and over and creases to make sure. Then we turn it over, go back to our triangle, make sure you're right on that line. Crease it really good. Follow the same on the other side. So yes, looks like this kind of. See how much she creases? I think that's pretty important to get it perfect. And then we get the cute little baby triangle and fold it over, which is just the cutest little thing. And then we fold it in half. And then we kind of fold it over. Oops. Creases, and then you fold the little wings. See, it totally looks like that gigantic 45-foot one. Da, 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 da. Look, we did it. Should we see if it flies? Oh, it totally flies. I hope yours works. Mine totally worked. That's fun. It's not. Ah. Sorry. Wait for it. Ignore all this. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's the end of our wonders. I hope you hop into a good book. Get it? Hop. Because it's Easter. Hop. But of course, I couldn't stop there, so it keeps going funny. Reading will just make you happy. Get it? And I have my book, so I don't care it at all if it is raining. Reading is excellent. Okay, I miss you guys so much. Have a great day. Keep reading. Make sure you beat your teachers. This, of all the time to beat your teachers, this is it. Bye, guys. Love you.